modern technology and improve healthcare right now. Let's start from a short story. Ти ж мій той чоловік. Ага, я вже проклікала, sorry. Let's start from a short story about Kevin Haggerty, 51 years old, that had a fourth heart attack because he's waiting a cardiology appointment 2 years. And even that appointment was deleted because cardiology left the city. So worldwide, people waiting for months for a specialist appointment because we have a global shortage of 10 million doctors globally. And because doctors wasting 50% of their time on admin tasks. So we developed AI Medical Scribe that we already integrate into medical information systems in Ukraine. And doctors have super one-button service. Just open patient's record, press button Tyra in that time, listening, transcribe, structure, divided to a row, and fill all necessary information into medical information system into necessary directions. We already start pivoting with the biggest clinic in Ukraine. We customize all medical protocols for each specialist and for each clinics, and we expect providing our service to 2,000 doctors in 3 months. Buying Tyra for clinic very simple, like button up the mobile phone. They pay just for a minute, and doctor have a personal assistant, the cheapest in 5 times than human assistant in Ukraine, and in Europe it's 10 times cost effective. And clinic can make more money because each doctor can have more patients daily because they're optimizing working time. Our first market is Ukraine. We already integrated into a medical information system that covers 70% of market. And work with just 20% of doctors, we will have $2 million MRR. We already start scaling for neighboring European countries and Central East. And we have a global goal, reach 100,000 doctors in 5 years and to become a unicorn. We have all our competitors that are very successful operating English-speaking market, and our competitive advantage is a well-developed system that fine-tuned with languages, name of drugs, diagnosis, medical service that use directly in that country in which we will present. And our healthcare network, our team is top-tier expertise in AI developing for global markets and healthcare. We self-founded pre-seed round, and we will open the seed round to attracting money for scaling. And thank you very much. Doctors save lives, and we save doctors just from admin tasks.
Мар'яна, почнемо з тебе цього разу. Зараз ми Мар'яну виведемо на екран.
Yulia, thank you so much for the presentation. There are many competencies like that in your space. I have been using, like my physician is using it for at least 2.5, 3 years. Every visit I take to doctor is basically transcribed, summarized, and action item have been sent. My question is, what's your defensibility mode? Literally anyone can start it tomorrow in Ukraine and pick you up from the market. So perhaps you can elaborate on the defensibility mode. And the second one, like you're saying you want to build global unicorns. How many unicorns do you know in your space?
In that space, thank you for the question. In that space, we know the couple unicorns. Even the last news that Microsoft bought Nuance, if you know, it's a medical scribe that providing service in US, and Microsoft bought them. They already a unicorn too, and I know about 5 companies that become a unicorn in the same product, but in US market. Why we're here and we don't scare the competitors? Because we developed system that work here in Ukraine in that way, like Ukrainian doctors need it. We integrated in that system that doctor use. We fine-tune system with special diagnosis and drug names, how it names, slovniki, directions maybe, dictionary, yeah, like medical dictionary. And we fine-tune system with special feature that creating automate connections with the Ukrainian state system in healthcare. And to provide that service for American company takes time, but we will present here in that moment that they will start to do it, so better decision will buy us. So now we work to cover the neighboring countries, including Ukraine and neighboring European countries, to have a good offer for them.
That's great. That's how I check if founders know their space well. Last one, very short. You deal with very personal data, healthcare data of patients, so it's very sensitive. If like at this technical event there is a little fuck up instead of your presentation, my face shows up, it's not a big deal. But a fuck up in a personal data of healthcare, so this is very, very dangerous. So how do you handle this? How do you prevent fuck ups in that space?
Yeah, thank you for the question. We integrated into medical information system that provide that information, and we work like part of that systems. Not like independent system that save personal data. We work in partners. We like part of them.
Thank you for the presentation. Clear problem and really huge problem because cost of doctors are insane, and to spend this time to write this data. It's clear, huge problem. It is what Mariana said that I support. It will be useful to add some revenue data or variation data of your competitor to show the investors that it's a really huge problem. It will be useful. My question about responsibility, because when my assistants wrote all this data, who is at the end of the day is responsible for all this data in medical cards?
All this data saved in that way, like before using AI. Nothing changed. We changed just a method how to do it. We record the audio that disappeared after AI returned the information into medical information system. Audio disappeared, it don't save, and medical information data saves in the same place like before.
Yeah, it's clear. But how you handle the 100% accuracy? Because it is the most important thing.
It was in that way. So I misunderstanding. Doctor needs to solve the protocols. We don't save protocols before doctor check it. And now 5% we have misleading, 5%. And doctors check it very fast. Поправляют. And save.
Okay, but it is really a huge, I would say, problem, because if you make a mistake in your, I don't know, school form, it's one mistake, but if you make a mistake in the medical form and you prescribe another drug, it's very huge responsibility.
Yeah, but doctor check it. And it's faster even with checking than typing.
Thank you.
Adding to what my colleagues have already mentioned, I'd say you could highlight how you're going from Ukraine to other countries in a bit more details, because healthcare is a very regulated industry and it's very different from country to country. Data providers per se different. What information is stored and how it's stored and how it's protected is very different between Europe and US and so on. And so simply scaling would be impossible, right? You would need to build there would be ways. You would need to have different ways in different countries. Like who to collaborate with. Do you go through the hospitals, or do you go through some central authorities, or do you go through individual doctors, right? So that's maybe the most critical part of you scaling outside of Ukraine. And you won't become a unicorn if you don't scale outside of Ukraine. So that's something that I missed in this presentation. And also in the beginning, you went quickly through the kind of core of your product. What is it? Is it just the electronic records, or is it the AI system which works with pre-existing electronic records in the hospital? If the hospital doesn't have records, can you build records for them and then add AI, or can you just work with AI? So that thing also was unclear to me. And then the traction in Ukraine, you mentioned the clinics, but I don't remember the numbers. I mean, if you're saying how many cases has your system worked through, how much time did it actually save the doctors working on this case, and so on. So that would also help. I mean, if you have this right, just
Yeah, super. So let's divide to three parts. First, about product. Second, about Ukrainian traction, and how to scale. Super. About product, it's AI system that transcribe audio. After that, divided two roles: patients, doctors. Take only relevant medical information, understand how to improve name of drugs or diagnosis that miss listening in a transcriber, and after that, with JSON, return into medical information system.
to save time.
Yeah.
No, I understand. Thank you.
Audio, yes. We work with medical information system. We integrated into them. And to integrate with us, they developed recording MP3 files, and we work with that file. So they add some interface to start working with us. Record audio, send to us, we return it, and back it into necessary direction. It's about product. About traction. We integrated into medical information system that used 30,000 doctors in Ukraine. Clinic with that we're pivoting, they are working 2,000 doctors in whole clinics. It's 5 clinics. It's Dobrobut, it's Odrex, it's Denis, and it's Veselka. It's the biggest clinic that's pivoting with us.
Yulia, 10 seconds.
Yeah. And we expect in next 3 months 200 doctors work with us, and it's 20,000 emerald we will reach. About scaling, it's very easy to scale for us because we're partnering with a medical information system that after that providing our service to clinic. So we negotiate with clinic owners and scale our product for doctors. We choose countries in which healthcare system developed, like in Ukraine, not insurance medical information system. And we have the same business model when clinic owners paying for us through partners medical information system. And doctors, it's just only our users, but they don't pay for our service because clinic owners paying for us. And we need just GDPR compliance and EMDR regulation. It's medical device regulation that work in European Union to certify us. And we know all this, we're starting developing GDPR compliance system, but we developed like GDPR, just only
10
branded
seconds, it's
documents.
coming into 30.
And we
Yeah,
left
it's
only
okay.
EMDR, it's 20,000 of euro, and we're ready to scale in Europe.
Got it. Thank you.
Thank you, Yulia.